Yeah, I'd say bash them over the head. Because you're killing innocent creatures. I think it's one of the most awful things you can do. Tastes entirely different. Yeah, I'd say bash them over the head.
And can I just take your name?
Tiona.
Obviously, topic's RSPCA about animals.
Yeah.
Very first one then. So about chickens and turkeys. So because they're held in confined spaces a lot of the time, young chickens and turkeys, they will have their beaks trimmed to prevent them from harming one another.
Yeah.
Yep. You see that one, yeah? The process does have the potential to cause significant pain and suffering. And the RSPCA, they've said they would like to phase that process out, but they do still permit it as long as it's performed by a trained professional. The question then is, do you think that process can ever be justified?
No.
No? How come? Why not?
Because I believe in the rights of animals to be treated fairly and justly and humanely. And if they're going to provide us food, then I think we should look after them. And also, if you're going to eat meat that's had a happy, non-trauma-induced life, tastes entirely different to the stuff that you buy that has gone through that in its lifetime.
Okay, fair answer. Okay, second one is chicks. Because they can't lay eggs, baby chicks, they're separated from the males and females.
Yeah.
And the first bit's non-RSPCA, then it's RSPCA. So on their first day of life, most male chicks are put onto typically a big conveyor belt.
I've seen.
You've seen that? Quite often drops into a macerator, it's called, where they just get blended up alive. Now, the RSPCA, they've turned around and they said that actually, although they do permit that in some situations, they would actually prefer that chicks are gassed using argon. Now, argon, this will actually mean that they take no longer than 6 minutes to suffocate to death.
That's a really long time.
Usually, it is less than that. Do you think it is a better process than the being dropped into the macerator?
No, at least the macerator is over quicker.
Yeah?
I mean, neither are anything to do with okay.
Okay. Any particular reason why not?
Because you're killing innocent creatures in both examples. And I think the argon option is particularly nasty. I don't agree with gassing pigs either. I think it's one of the most awful things you can do to another animal.
So the argon, I've researched it actually, it's not a nice way to go.
No, of course it's not.
Not a nice way to go. Okay, number 3. There's 5 in total. Third one is fish.
Okay.
Now, there are multiple non-RSPCA methods now of killing fish, on an industrial scale.
Right.
Such as, sometimes they will use carbon dioxide. Probably most commonly, they just let them suffocate in the air.
Yeah.
They also use ice, where they just basically freeze and can't get oxygen and their lung function stop working. Or, of course, just slicing their throat. It's now scientific consensus that fish can feel pain and suffer.
Yeah.
And the RSPCA now ask that fish be slaughtered using what they call a percussive stunning technique. This is essentially where they get a blunt instrument, smash it on the fish's skull, and their brain collides with the skull, causing them death.
Yeah.
It does occasionally need to be done twice. It's not always successful the first attempt.
Can't be done on an industrial scale though, can it?
They've got these machines now, just hammer. They can, I believe they can do it now.
Well, yeah, but surely you'd hammer other parts of the fish. You couldn't only hammer a head, could you?
That's loud.
I don't know.
So that's if you want the RSPCA stamp of approval, that's the method they were asking for.
Okay.
Okay. Of those different types of methods that exist, though, which do you think would be, inverted commas, the best one?
Yeah, I'd say bash them over the head.
You think that would be the best way? Yeah. Okay.
Over quickest.
Yeah.
You don't want to leave them to suffocate or freeze to death. And if they've got to die, boom, they don't know anything about it.
Okay.